What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200 podcast. And this is our NFL
Review show.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Hey, the divisional playoffs championship round starts this week, man. We've got some good matchups, man. We're here to talk about it. AFC, we've got the Kansas City Chiefs. How about those Chiefs playing against who they? The Cincinnati Bengals, man. And then over in the NFC, we got the Eagles. Fly, Eagle, fly, going up against the San Francisco 49ers. They ain't got to say it, I don't think. Oh, bang. They got the bang Niner gang. So we've got a good matchup set up, man. Let's talk about those matchups, man. Let's start in the AFC. We've got Cincinnati going against Kansas City there. What you guys think about that game?
That's what we doing?
That's what we're doing, man. That's what
we're just going to skip over, right?
Skip over what? We're talking about the game.
We just going to skip over, right?
We're talking about the games. What are y'all talking about?
That's what we do. We just
come on here.
What happened?
We come here every week and we talk about the matchups, man. And that's all we're doing. We're talking about the matchups, man. What are y'all talking about?
Discuss what led to the matchups. We ain't doing that at all.
What have we did that?
Oh.
It's always been matchups.
Over here, man.
What are you talking about, man? I have no idea what you're talking about. We're talking about the matchups, man.
For real?
Yeah, man.
I think the Bengals are going to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are going to beat the Chiefs.
Jonathan Head.
Mahomes got hurt.
See what you ain't got on.
I tell you, the Chiefs, the NFL referees should really look at the way they're tackling people, man. We got Mahomes hurt with the pull down from the back. We really need to get rid of that tackle, man. I got Cincinnati pulling ahead of them by 2 touchdowns. What you got, Jonathan? What you got on that game?
Yeah, I got the Bengals winning, man. I feel like even if Mahomes was healthy, they'll still win again. He's not done good against the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
Last 4 games. So Eagles. Who they?
Going all the way. Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out Cincinnati fans, man. Orange and black. Yeah, our uncle used to play for Cincinnati, man. So shout out, man. Shout out for them. Yeah. Who you got going in that game, Chris? Who you think winning that game?
I got Cincinnati on that one now. For sure. And then the NFC.
Hold on. We ain't got to NFC yet, man. We go.
Oh, so that's another segment. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna go with the Bengals though. Rolling with
Bengals. He rolling with Joe Cool, man. I'm telling you, he's got too many weapons, man. The run game is mediocre. I mean, P. Ryan and what's his name, man? They do pretty. Yeah, they do pretty good, but that passing game is nasty.
Well, they made them look like all-stars because that last game, every down was at least an average of 6 yards.
Yeah. I thought Buffalo had the advantage when I seen the weather, and they didn't slow Cincinnati down one bit, man. So I think they go all the way.
This way.
Yeah. Who you got in this game, Leo?
I'll tell you who I ain't got.
Oh,
I ain't got no Cowboys in this game. That's what I ain't got.
Of course not. We're not in the AFC.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, then we'll hold that for the next one. I just want to make sure that we ain't avoiding the subject.
Avoid what subject? We're talking playoffs. We're talking playoffs, bro.
I tell you, boy.
We're talking playoffs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, man. We gotta have Cincinnati, the best weapon for
Hold on, you're not my homies. You've been on my homie all year long with
Yes,
my
homies.
homie.
My
My
homie. If
homie.
Mahomes wasn't hurt, I'd still be with Mahomes. The problem is he's hurt and he's hurt in a bad position. He's a running quarterback. He moves around and he can't move around. He can throw in the don't down him. He can throw in the pocket, but you're taking away a great weapon by as much as he do out there and everything. So of course, the way he's hurt, he might not even play the whole game. You know what I mean? I feel like if he get hit one more time in this game coming up, he'll probably be done. So you got to go with the team that you know is gonna win. You know, Cincinnati is not a team that I hate anyway. They cool with me. I ain't got no problem with them. I only got a problem with one team in the whole NFL. But we'll carry that over to the next side. I guess that's what we're going to talk about.
We're not talking about Houston today.
Oh, okay. Not Houston, huh? Not Houston.
No, we're not talking about Houston today.
Okay. What about that other Texas team?
The Longhorns, we'll see them next summer.
We go to college.
So
Come on.
that should be a good game, man. Can't wait to see that one. I think that one comes on this weekend. Make sure you catch that one. Let's go on to the next game, man. We got the Philadelphia Eagles going against I think San Francisco. This one, I think it's going to be a huge mismatch. Just by watching both offensives. I think Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, he didn't look hurt. He didn't look hurt last Saturday, man. He looked like he was ready, man. So too many weapons. The defense is way too strong. I think this was going to be a blowout with Philadelphia blowing San Francisco out. What you got on this one, Jonathan?
I think it's gonna be a tough game. I think San Francisco gonna do a lot of trick plays, but I got the Eagles to win. Yeah, I got the Eagles to win.
Yeah. All right. Eagles to win. He say tight. I think it's a blowout. Chris, what you got? Who you got on that one?
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. It'll actually be a good game because of both defenses. Even though I still got Philly winning. But far as Purdy, I think he's gonna get kind of figured out, and the rookie's gonna show up for this one. So, I got Philly winning this one.
Look, and before Leo even gets started, man, I'm going to go ahead and say my part on this because you're both wrong. Listen, San Francisco defense, I think, is way overrated. I think you saw a bunch of that last weekend. The way the ball was moving on them, it was easy. It wasn't getting scoring, but the ball was moving on them pretty easy. Philadelphia offense is way more explosive than their last opponent. They got the weapons. Quarterback's going to be fast on his feet. I don't think their defense, just by watching them last week, I don't think their defense is going to be able to stop Philadelphia. And then their offense looked mediocre last week, man. They only Purdy didn't put up. Well, he put up one. Did he put up one?
Nah.
No. So Purdy didn't put up anything. McCaffrey didn't do anything. Even with the trick plays or whatever, I don't think they're gonna. They're playing real competition. And stronger than these last two games, been the toughest games they had all year with all three quarterbacks. And they hadn't been able to put up any points. Everybody else, they're putting up 30, 31 points. They only put up 15 last week. And then Philadelphia, I don't think they get lucky. I'll spot them. No. I'll give them 10 points against Philadelphia. That's all I'm going to give them. I think Philadelphia is going to kill them. It's going to be 44-10. That's my words, man. It's going to be a blowout. San Francisco is way overrated. You saw the weakness. If you're paying attention, you saw all the weakness, all their weapons. Debo's a weapon. McCaffrey a weapon. Where were they at last week? they were trash. Mitchell didn't show up until the fourth quarter when the defense was already tired. Their offense is overrated. Their defense was way overrated. We'll see what happens, man.
Oh, you go, Leo. Just to add, I think as long as the only thing with San Francisco
Overrated, but they won.
We lost. They didn't win. We lost, but they didn't win.
Oh man, y'all throwing in the hate right there. The Saints didn't even. Hey, y'all
Yeah.
all that. Y'all supposed to win the Super Bowl.
No. Y'all didn't think we were getting past the first round, and we showed y'all what we had.
Y'all played that old man.
Listen,
That old time, man. I don't even know how they made it in there.
Listen, at our best, we are Super Bowl champions. At your best, at the Saints' best, they still not making the playoffs.
At y'all best, y'all
at our best. We wasn't at our best. We wasn't at our best. Y'all seen what it was.
What was the problem?
What was the problem? What's the problem is Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott
on y'all team.
But he's the one calling the plays.
And the other problem was, I think after investigation, after this playoffs, there was a lot of bounty on Mr. Pollard and Mr. CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Because that hit, I mean,
that's a legal hit. He just had that was legal.
That hit should be illegal.
To me, that hit was like a horse collar.
Yeah.
That hit is going to hurt anybody. From
that hit.
College, pros.
It's the same hit that
targeted CD Lamb's head. You know he got concussion issues.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna try to do the same thing to Hurts. They're gonna be coming for his
linebacker because Vander Esch was getting his butt whooped the whole game.
Vander Esch played like we thought Vander Esch should play.
Nah, he played.
He actually played a decent game. He actually played a decent game.
That's a Super Bowl quarterback that y'all got.
He could get us to the Super Bowl. With the defense, with our defense, we're almost there.
We ain't talking about defense. I'm talking straight offense.
It don't matter which quarterback you got. We had this conversation week 1. It doesn't matter who your quarterback. If the rest of the team is doing good, how you think we got where we get? And he was the same quarterback. We got this far with him. There's only 2 more rounds. And this game right here, we could have made it through.
This is what we're gonna have to do. Okay. We can keep Kellen Moore. He can be a I wouldn't even put him as a quarterback coach. I'll put him somewhere else.
Because he sucked at that.
We got to get an OC. And if Zeke wants to stay, we're going to put him at fullback. Then we're going to let Tony Pollard run the ball. Zeke can block. Block for us. But we got to go to the old Cowboys, with a good fullback.
I don't know, man. That last play where Zeke looked like he got knocked the F out.
Well, they put him at they played him at center.
His pass blocking skill is good.
Yeah, they put him at center against a live, and anybody gonna get knocked.
You know what? I give this to y'all. There was a couple of dumb moves by your team, by your offensive coordinator. Making CD Lamb block somebody. That was dumb as hell. I don't know who thought this little bitty dude could block somebody, but that was dumb. Couple of the plays that he called or whatever was
second
dumb.
And 2 pass. Yeah, that was dumb. But what I'm saying is put Zeke at a fullback because what we're doing is we're putting tight ends as fullbacks. If you look at when we do have a fullback, it's a tight end. Just put Zeke as fullback if he wants to stay.
Let Zeke go.
You gotta let Zeke go. Let Zeke go.
You got a little juice in him.
No.
He did not produce any effects this year.
That game he didn't do too bad. I'm not gonna lie. That game he didn't do too bad. But they stopped running the ball when Pollard got out. That's what I'm saying. Put him at fullback.
And that's another thing that y'all offensive coordinator. There is no adjustment.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is
so he
no
didn't adjust. He didn't put our third string in. And he has speed. He never tried to put Turpin in as slot receiver.
I forgot y'all had Gallup on y'all team.
Yeah. Well, that's one of Dak's problems. He likes to pass to people he gets eye contact with.
But that's not a Super Bowl quarterback.
He has to get, well, if we could get North Turner back, that'd be great. If we can get Sean Payton, we need someone.
You gotta get Sean.
Yeah, we need to get someone. Well, he already here. He in our backyard. He right down the street. So it'd be an easy transition, but it's up to him if he want to be a head coach, because it's a lot of teams want him as a head coach.
I didn't say that. So what would you do about Mike McCarthy?
Man, really, they can let go Mike McCarthy.
They
can let go Mike McCarthy and more, and Sean Payton can be the offense coordinator and head coach. That killed 2 birds with one stone. Yeah, he could do both of their jobs way better. But as for the offense, that's what I see. I would keep Zeke, just put him at fullback. Therefore, you don't have to run the ball.
I let Zeke go.
No,
I let him go. He haven't produced nothing really this year.
Well, we don't need fullback. We just need to block.
Well, he barely can block, Jonathan.
Yeah.
He can barely block.
He's been blocked. No, it's the lineman been tripping on the blocking, but he's gonna
be too expensive. I think it's time you give Pollard a contract. You give Pollard a contract. You draft a running back. You draft a quarterback, and then you got to choose Kellen Moore or Dak. Are we going to keep Kellen Moore and work in another quarterback? Or are we going to keep Dak in and go after somebody? Yeah. Do you let Kellen Moore go get his head coach job somewhere else? You let him go. And then you go after Leftwich. My thing, I think they should go after Leftwich. But Zeke does not. I mean, Zeke, I thought Zeke, because that's what he did last year. Last year, during the season, he rested a lot. He didn't play a lot. And then playoff time came, he turned it up. So that's what I was expecting this playoff. But it never happened. And then he just looked horrible. And then to Leo thing, even with Dak mistakes, because that's what we expect. We expect Dak to throw two turnovers, and he did that. Even with that, I think we still could have won. But the big difference maker was the Tony Pollard injury. I think if Tony Pollard would never got hurt, especially as early as it did, I think we still could have won that. Once Pollard got hurt, it messed up. We didn't adjust good to the hurt. We should have ran Malik more. We should have put more runs in. Dak should have ran the ball more. But Kellen went straight to passing and just wanted to pass the ball.
To me, I give my all to you.
Even with that, I think Tony Pollard leaving that messed up the whole game, and he didn't adjust right. He should have ran Malik more. Should have relied on the tight end more, which I don't know what happened with that. He's been very consistent with Schultz all season long, and in this game, he forgot about him. So that's what we should have did.
He forgot about a lot of people. He forgot about T.Y. Hilton. I mean, he forgot about
he left him wide open.
All he targeted was CeeDee Lamb.
I forgot y'all had T.Y. Hilton too.
Yeah, he threw one to T.Y., but he missed T.Y. He missed T.Y. on like 2 wide open ones.
Yeah.
And went for CD. So
that's why I was saying we need a quarterback coach.
I would say okay, we keep Dak, of course. Let Kellen Moore go. If y'all get Byron Leftwich in, I think give him a little bit of time to work with Dak. Dak may be able to produce better. I mean, give it a shot. But like you say, I let Zeke go, get a running back, and probably a quarterback start grooming for the future. Because Jerry, he's like,
this is why I say put Zeke at fullback. You guys not understanding how old the line is getting. So that line ain't getting young. You see how many times we didn't switch people out. So he's not young. We don't need to give him the ball, just make him block.
He ain't young either no more.
Yeah. But he can block.
31.
Yeah, I don't need him to take the ball, just block.
I don't know. To answer your question about Philly and the 49ers, I think with this game coming up, I don't really feel like it'll be a blowout. I feel like it'll still be a good game, maybe not a close game, but I don't feel like a total blowout. I think this is when the third string quarterback is going to show a little bit because he's only limited so many plays. The thing he does have some positives. The whole team actually, they have good coaches. I think Dallas really got out coached. Before I looked at any players out there doing anything, I felt like the coaching on the 49er side is out coach y'all coaches.
On this Purdy train, man, because I still don't see it. What did he do Sunday that you're like, whoa, that's pretty nice? What did he do? Give me something specific. I want to know the play. What did he throw that was like, oh wow? Because I didn't see.
Some lucky throws.
I absolutely seen nothing he did.
A rookie threw the whole game.
He threw the whole game.
Did he get any interceptions? Maybe one?
Nah.
He got 0 interceptions. So you got a rookie that threw the whole game, 0 interceptions, compared to
touchdowns.
A guy who's not a rookie, but he's a third string quarterback.
He threw 5.
But that's
he threw 5 and 10-yard passes.
Yes. Yes. And that's exactly what I said.
So what's impressive about a 5-10-yard pass?
Y'all got out coached.
Oh, good.
That was the whole thing. Y'all
what did Purdy do that was so impressive that everybody's like, oh, he's going to look great?
You didn't got off.
He did nothing. Purdy did
the show and back on the show, and everything you talked about that you pretty much was the coaching. Coaching. They don't coach towards.
But that wasn't a question. What did Purdy do that was so amazing? I can watch Jalen Hurts and be like, dang, Jalen ran that ball.
A whole game.
A third string ran 5 and 10-yard passes. Oh, you forgot that he almost threw one that went straight into.
Did he?
Yes.
Did he?
That went in the end zone. In the end zone. He threw one that went straight into his arms that was dropped.
When you go back and
that big pass to Kittle, was horrible.
It says
the big pass to Kittle was a horrible pass, but it was a good catch.
If you want to do almost, then you can almost Dak all day.
So
he almost did this. He almost got.
But Dak has played impressive games. Name one impressive game that this kid did. Everybody's that.
There's one where he just won.
That was not impressive.
Yeah,
that is not impressive for a third string quarterback.
I'm not watching that quarterback saying he's an elite quarterback. I'm watching like
ain't nobody on here, and
so that's what I'm saying. What did he do that was so great?
Here is saying
what did he do that was so great? He did nothing.
Jonathan, did I say
he looked below average
about Purdy?
He looked below average.
None of us have said that he was the greatest quarterback ever.
No.
He will be an elite quarterback. Don't get it twisted because he's Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last drafted. But what's impressive is he's only thrown 2 interceptions in the 7 games he played. How many has Dak thrown?
And I feel like that's
that's
more the coaching. I feel like he's got a better coaching staff for him. He's got better. You see how they rallied around him when he made mistakes. They had people around him showing him.
That's the I feel like that's how San Francisco is actually winning.
Yes.
They don't want him to throw the deep balls. They rely on their athletes for the run after the catch.
So I'm talking position. So if you put him with a different coach, he's going to be trashed. That makes him a great quarterback still.
Nobody said the kid was a great quarterback.
That's what y'all said. Y'all keep saying that Purdy. I think the rookie's going to look great.
Purdy, but
the rookie's going to do this. The rookie's going to do that.
Nobody mentioned Purdy, but
Purdy.
He looks
like. The thing I said was like the coaching. I feel like the coaching is good coaching. They did better with their third string than what y'all did with Rush.
The only thing I say about that whole game was Purdy
you
did.
You need to go back and look at the stats.
You said
Oh, the stats. These are the stats. Purdy
I'm talking about rush stats versus Purdy.
Oh, you talking about Cooper Rush?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about the Cowboys game. To me, he looked better than Dak Prescott. So he had more yards. He didn't have a touchdown, but he didn't have interceptions. So his pocket presence was better. His passing wasn't as well. It had to be better because he didn't throw any picks. He almost had one, but if we go off of almost, Dak almost had a third interception. So technically, if we would have swapped quarterbacks, maybe we would have won with Mr. Irrelevant.
No.
So, Jonathan, so you're looking at the stats. What was Dak's QBR and what was Purdy's QBR?
Oh, hold on. See, now you're asking for too much now.
But I wasn't looking at quarterback. What I was looking at it was just straight team and the coaching that was out there that was making that. I just feel like y'all got out coached.
What he did on the field last week, if he bring that mess to Philadelphia, they lose. They lose.
Because Philadelphia will adjust.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I say y'all got out coached. Y'all did not adjust.
They lose.
Y'all did not. You just did a whole 5 minutes of.
I said the reason we lost was the injury, and that's the reason we lost because of the injury. We still could overcome that.
Y'all didn't use all y'all weapons. Y'all didn't use. You just said y'all didn't use T.I. Y'all didn't use. Oh, go ahead, man.
Dak QBR was 51.5. Purdy's was 53.1. Mr. Irrelevant.
And he's still trash. Look, you got to get in the end zone. You got to get in the end zone. He didn't get in the end zone. His offense was not moving.
They won.
But that's what I was saying when I said
6 points. We gave him 6. We spotted him 6 with the 2 interceptions. We gave him 6.
Yeah, and that's what we have to work on.
Yeah, if we had Pollard, they lose. With his performance, we had Pollard, they lose.
I still feel like it still would have been a close game like that because I feel like y'all wasn't producing. You got Pollard, but my problem is this. It's not that. It's not any of them players that y'all had on the field. Maybe CeeDee Lamb, because I'm not sure that dude run the routes he's supposed to run. But
he's on beast mode though. He was on beast mode.
He be on beast, but the problem is you're on beast mode doing whatever the hell you want to do. The ball gotta come to you, dude.
You look up CeeDee Lamb stats compared to San Francisco wide receiver stats. I'm pretty sure his stats was better. I'm pretty sure his
targeted way more than they spread theirs out.
Name San Francisco wide receivers.
Other than
Debo Samuel.
The top one for George Kittle, 5
tight end. Tight end
was 10 for 117.
That was Jennings.
No, CD was 10 for 117 yards.
Yeah.
Now the second most receiving was Debo Samuels actually for San Francisco.
I thought Jennings had more, but okay.
Jennings 2 catches for 26 yards.
Yeah.
You had all this. You didn't spread it out.
Yeah.
You just named off all these players who they didn't pass to or the
No. He passed it to him. He just didn't use them enough. He spread the ball. Gallup got a ball. Ty got a ball.
Targeted 3 times, 0 catches.
Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton was targeted 1 time, 1 catch. Noah Brown, 2 targets, 2 catches. Mm-hmm. Dalton Schultz, 10 targets, 5 catches. CeeDee Lamb, 13, 10. So he was literally the defense. All they had to do was double Lamb and Schultz.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And you can't tell me that those other guys wasn't open when he was targeting CD or Schultz.
Yeah.
So let's get on the matchup.
I don't understand what the argument is. I'm saying that your players are there. I just feel like the coaching was not there.
Let's
I
talk
feel like
about
that's the reason why they
Philadelphia.
won.
Let's talk about this matchup. Who wins this matchup? What does this matchup look like?
I
Everybody say
think Philly going to take it, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout like that. I think it's going to be a game. This is where I feel like they're gonna make themselves. The 49ers is gonna make themselves a presence and on the field and stuff like that. But I don't feel like it's gonna be a blowout. I feel like it's just gonna be a game. But at the end, Philly is gonna be the victor.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Philly gonna win it. But I would say if San Francisco can get any pressure on Jalen, they can't keep taking their two best pass rushers out of the game and put them on the sideline for a whole series. That kind of would mess them up last week. But if they can stay consistent, the Eagles still gonna win. But they got to do, Kyle Shanahan got to do a better job with his players.
Okay, so I might have to retract. I'm looking at the injury report.
Oh man.
So I don't see they left tackle on the injury report anymore for the Eagles. So that's good. Now I do see AJ Brown, he's questionable, but San Francisco got some injuries. Christian McCaffrey, he's questionable.
Oh, and
Another Elijah Mitchell, he's questionable. And then a defensive end is questionable. And then you got to look at the weather. It's going to be 37 at kickoff. So I don't know. I don't know now.
I give Philly 2 touchdowns.
That ankle gonna give McCaffrey trouble. I mean, it did last week. So that's part of the reason why he wasn't really.
I'm still on my blowout. I'm willing to take any bets.
Our matches, Mac.
Philly's gonna make them look bad, man. Philly's gonna make them look bad. They messing with the NFC East, man. The NFC beast. We played real football over there, man. So they're not ready for it. So we'll see how it goes. So who y'all got, man? Real quick before we end the show here. Who you got? Super Bowl, man. Who you got winning Super Bowl? You said who you think's gonna win this one. So who wins the Super Bowl?
I have to see these games.
I think y'all both said. I think everybody said Cincinnati and Philly in the Super Bowl. So who wins it all?
It matters after these games.
Oh
yeah, because people gonna get hurt during this game. We make this call.
Get hurt again. I mean,
listen, I'm going to ask again next week, but just for right now, who are you saying right now? If everybody go in healthy, which team do you have? Jesus, political answers. I got Cincinnati winning the whole thing right now. I don't think Philadelphia can beat. I don't think they'll be able to keep up with Joe.
I'm gonna go with Joe Cool because for one, I want him to get his revenge or whatever, get him a ring. So I got Cincy. And just I want to see my brother cry. He's a Philadelphia Eagle.
I
For
mean,
today, just to get on your nerves, I go with Philly.
Yeah, historically, I got to go with the Eagles because NFC East normally when they go to the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl.
Donovan McNabb, T.O.
Yeah, he's the only one. He's the only one. Go in history. I'm telling you, go in history and look at all the NFC teams. We didn't think that the Giants would beat, the Patriots. So historically, I mean, they don't have a bad record in the Super Bowl.
Historically, the Eagles, when they get to the Super Bowl, Donovan McNabb. That's the one time I was cheering for the Eagles, and Donovan got tired. So we'll see what happens, man. I think we're gonna have some good games other than the Eagles. It's this the Eagles game. So we see. Hopefully, have a good Super Bowl, man. Let us know what you think about these matchups and who you got going to the Super Bowl. Go ahead, hit that like, smash that like, subscribe, and share button right now. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time here on the 3200.
Peace.
And you gon' laugh, have a good time till your side hurting. 3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for sure.